everywhere burst few hours ago as Rufai finally do another one in Arise TV. You know, Rufai finally do the unexpected in Arise TV show that took place few hours ago. The show was shut down. Rufai shut down everywhere. Moment their guests refused to say the truth regarding the arrest of Dele Farotimi and all of that. And Rufai stood on his ground that the show will not continue until the man said the truth regarding the arrest of Dele Farotimi. Now, Rufai shut down Arise TV, and even Reuben and Ayo couldn't hold him few hours ago. Everywhere burst. Nobody ever expected what happened few hours ago. Arise TV finally shut down. So I would like guys to stay connected to the end of this video because I'm going to be playing the full video. You will see everything that happened and how everything transpired. If you can share the video, just go out to share it as you're watching it. Share it to the social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share, just like the video as you're watching. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Just stay connected. I'll come back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you that are coming across this channel for the very first time, just do all to click the resuscitation button appearing in your video screen, and as you're clicking it, click the notification bell icon alongside so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. Kasala boss on Arise TV a few hours ago. For those of you that have seen the video how Rufai shut down Arise TV, don't need to watch this video again because I'm still playing the same video in this very video. You know, Rufai shut down Arise TV a few hours ago. Nobody ever expected that Rufai can shut down Arise TV due to the fact that their guests refused to say the truth regarding the arrest of Dele Farotimi. Now, Rufai gave him some warning during the interview and all of that, but he refused to append to the warning. He refused to listen. He was thinking Rufai was actually joking, or Rufai did not know what he's saying until Rufai brought out the other side of him, which nobody actually expected a few hours ago. Even Reuben, ABATTI, and even Ayo couldn't hold Rufai a few hours ago. Everywhere shut down. Rufai trying to stop the show moment the man refused to say the truth until otherwise. So I'll play the full video in this very video. You see everything the way it goes, how Rufai did everything in the very video in the show this morning. So if you can share the video, just go to share it as you're watching it. Share it to the best social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share it, just like the video, like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. You know, Dele Farotimi was arrested in his office in Lagos State and was transferred to Ekiti State. It was even Ekiti State police that came to Lagos to come and arrest him, which is not even constitutional. That's the fact, because the only person that can arrest him is the Lagos police, but they refused to let the Lagos police to arrest him. They brought Ekiti State police to come and arrest this man in Lagos State in his office, and we saw all the shenanigans and everything that happened in course of the arrest and all of that. And since then, they refused to grant his bail. But the question out there is, Dele Farotimi is not a politician that stole money, and this man only wrote in his book, he wrote some things that claim to be defamatory about Afe Babalola regarding all the atrocities they commit in the Nigerian institution and all of that. That was what he wrote in his book, and that was what they're suing him for. And the fact remains, the person that is even stealing more than 80 billion naira, they granted him bail. The person of Eya Bello, how much more this man that they never stealing money just wrote some fact regarding his book, and they arrest him based on defamatory and all of that. Until then, they left him in custody. They did not allow him to go to his house. They did not grant him bail. And as the matter remains now, the truth is now coming out that it is even the police that are in charge of the case that did not even want him to go. They said it is not even Afe Babalola. They said it is even the police commissioner that is in charge of the case in Ekiti that sold him back. Like, the police take it personal. We have not seen the situation where police actually take someone's complaint personal and they doing everything possible to just destroy the other person and all of that. Now, Afe Babalola put Dele Farotimi in police custody, and they put him on trial for several occasions, and they did not allow this man to be bailed. They did not even grant him bail and all of that. Now, a lot of people actually came out to protest. They said Dele Farotimi must be released with immediate alacrity, that if they refuse to release him, that they will shut down everywhere in Nigeria. Protests have been erupting in different places in Nigeria, and a lot of news have been coming up on different media platforms. A lot of propaganda too came out on different media platforms regarding the arrest of Dele Farotimi. Now, they try to shift the case away from the head of Afe Babalola, just not to defy his reputation and all of that, just not to defy his legacy and all of that. But by so doing, Rufai shut down Arise TV. That was what they tried trying to do? They wanted to shift the blame away from the head of Afe Babalola, but Rufai disallowed it few hours ago and he shut down Arise TV. Nobody ever expected it because they never expected Rufai to move in that same manner. Rufai have never been like that before. He said if they want to sack him, they should sack him, that he's not scared of being sacked and all of that, that they should sack him from Arise TV, he will get another job of journalism and all of that. That was what transpired years ago. You will see show for yourself. So you can share the video, just where to share it, and if you can share it, just like it, give the thumb up, watch for yourself, see everything the way it goes. Just stay connected. I'll come back again.
So from your account,
yes,
we've heard a lot of stories,
right,
and I just want you to set the record straight in terms of what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
Yes, so yes. Chief Afe Babalola's reception, what the outcome of that meeting was.
Thank you very much. And it's a pity this happened. Chief Afe Babalola on his own, without the intervention of some of our colleagues in the legal profession, may have a different approach, a different thinking. Here on your channels and different channels, you have seen lawyers, respected senior legal practitioners come and do exactly what the court should do. All they found Dele Farotimi guilty, and they called him all sorts of names on television. They went into legal submissions which ought to be made in court after his release. I think that is different. I mean, that's not acceptable. When we were with Baba, some of our colleagues stood there. They were there popping arms. You know, he has defamed Baba. He has, of course, whatever it is, let him have his days in court. I was personally virtually attacked by one of our colleagues who said, "Oh yes, you were in court. You were the one giving Dele Farotimi solidarity." I said, "How?" I did not even put on a suit. I was not even robed. But he said, "You granted an interview." Yes, I granted an interview. At the end of the first day, because it was expected that even on the first day he would have been released on bail, because he's charged for an offense you can call a misdemeanor, because it is the severity of the punishment is less than 3 years.
So back to that meeting with
Babalola. So
yes, and the outcome.
Yeah, not much was achieved.
Okay.
In that meeting, I must confess, and I did say that much was not achieved because of the intervention of some of our colleagues.
Okay. That's why you saw my facial reaction. I quipped a bit when you said so that they will not think it is Afe Babalola that is keeping him where he is.
Yes.
Whose petition led to Dele being arrested?
Very well. Afe Babalola's petition led to Dele being arrested.
So who is responsible for it?
I'm coming.
Who is responsible for it?
I mean, he is a complainant.
Who is responsible for it?
The keeping him in detention.
Who is responsible?
The police and the magistrate.
Who is responsible for what kept him in detention?
No, get it straight. The charge in the court is Dele Farotimi versus Commissioner of Police.
So whose complaint led to a COP?
Oh, COP, thank you.
Whose complaint led to Dele getting there in the first place?
It's Chief Afe Babalola, no doubt.
So who is responsible for all of this debacle with Dele Farotimi in the first place?
From the moment a complaint is submitted to the police.
Who generated the complaint?
Of course.
Can the COP just go and arrest Dele Farotimi if nothing happened?
No, fine. No.
So who generated the complaint?
I'm coming.
Who is involved
I'm coming. You know the procedure. If anybody, if you could have complaint against anyone, your own is report to the police. From that moment, the police takes charge. In fact, I'm coming. Please allow me.
Mr. Abisheni, with due respect, what you are trying to say is, oh, let's leave him out of it. Let's extricate him out of it. It's now the police. No, somebody generated the complaint.
Yes.
It started from Chief Afe Babalola.
Yes.
The talk in town is not Dele Farotimi versus the police. It's Dele Farotimi versus Afe Babalola.
Exactly. That's what
so let's say the way it is.
I agree with you.
So Afe Babalola has a hand with all of this because he started the complaint.
In fact,
secondly,
yes.
Who are those people that bullied you there?
I'm coming.
Can you mention them? Who are the people that were up in arms that even attacked you there when you went to meet Afe Babalola?
I'm coming. Let's put it like this. In fact, what you have just said is the real reason Chief Afe Babalola should have had should have a rethink about this matter, because like you rightly put it, the general public is not aware or does not understand this fine distinction between the complainant and the prosecutor. The general public today believes,
I know in the interest of peace, you don't want to come out and say it's Chief Afe Babalola.
No.
But you know you are the mediator. But who are those that threatened and harassed and said, even you granted interview when you were there?
If you allow
because we have started seeing more legal cases.
Yes, if you allow me time. If you allow me time.
Jolly well.
Yes. The first time we were in court.
Yes.
In fact, I went at the Secretary General of Afe for the purpose of saying, yes, Dele Farotimi deserves to be released on self-recognizance. He's a lawyer of 25 years. And the book he wrote, no matter how terrible the content is some kind of intellectual crime. So it's not rape, it's not murder, it's not... So he deserves from day one, for an offense that is less than 3 years, he deserved from the one to have been released. So we were taken aback. And some of the things I saw in court, let me tell you, is that there is a complainant. The police, the case was being prosecuted by a police who is a legal practitioner, a policeman who is a legal practitioner. But you find a lot of our colleagues come there and say they are holding watching brief for the complainant.
You think that might influence their watching brief holding for the complainant?
They do not. I'm coming.
You think that might influence the case? Because a lot of them too have been holding watching brief by filing cases.
No, let me go on.
Yes.
When you hold a watching brief under our criminal law procedure, you are to be seen and not to be heard. But in this case, you find our colleagues, 1, 4, 5, 6, standing up in court and say they're holding watching brief for the complainant when a lawyer is prosecuting and wanting to make submissions in court. Okay. The law does not allow, I'm coming, the law does not allow you. And it is the same of our colleagues that are found in Baba's place, who said, no, not harassment, not harassment.
Yeah. But you don't want to mention
which said, look, I'm coming, Rufai.
No, because this time, Dr. Abattì needs to ask some more questions.
Yes.
So you want to mention one or two?
I don't have to.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Let's move on. Let us, you guys also saw Dele Farotimi in prison.
We did.
Can you tell me his state of mind? Is he in high spirit? What did he say? What did you guys discuss?
All right.
Because he also told you expressly that
no. Let's put it this way. If you know Dele Farotimi very well, he's a guy that is unperturbed by circumstances. He was in very high spirits. He demonstrated that right from the court. Every offense put to him by the registrar of the court before the registrar finishes reading out, he will say, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. And you look at it, I am not guilty is ordinarily a standard plea in court because the burden of proof is on the prosecution, and you see Dele Farotimi is not one of those Bob Danger that will go and say
how was he generally in prison? What did you guys discuss? Did you tell him you are going to see Baba?
Yeah, we did.
What was his reaction?
We did, and you see,
was he happy about it?
A prison is not a good place for anybody to be. It's not even. Let me tell you, even the road leading to that prison, you will be sorry for the Nigerian system. It's not a good place for anybody to be. But I can see that looking at him, I don't see him being cowed. If that is what you want to hear from me.
Okay, Chief Ebishene.
Yeah.
I think we've more or less gone beyond Afe Babalola SCN.
Yeah.
There was a case, brought before the Oyo State High Court by Adebayo Adenekwekun,
yes.
SCN, civil defamation.
Yeah.
There's another case taken to the Abuja Federal High Court,
yes.
by Kehinde Ogunwumiju, SCN, calling for an ex parte motion asking that the court should grant an interlocutory injunction to stop further sale and publication of the book. So there are other lawyers that are involved. Yes. It was in fact after Ogunwumiju and Adenipekun, both SCNs, that Chief Afe Babalola's chambers now went to the legal practitioners disciplinary committee,
right.
The LPDC,
yes.
to say that name of Dele Farotimi should be taken off the register. Now, these are other dimensions to it beyond going to visit. Would you like to comment on these details? And what do you think of the other body that we quoted in the introduction, saying that what we're dealing with here is Section 39, freedom of speech, and that anybody has the right under the laws of Nigeria to say whatever he or she likes, and that defamation is not an offense.
Yes, let's start from your last statement. I do not subscribe to the idea that freedom of speech, freedom of expression is absolute and allows you to defame. Secondly, I subscribe to the fact that, and it has been decided even by the Supreme Court in the case of Avioma and the COP, that there are civil remedies for anyone who feels that his name has been defamed, and that it will be like some kind of double jeopardy for that person to be tried under our criminal justice system, while there are enough remedies in the civil court for the purpose of ventilating.
Isn't it a matter of choice on the part of the
yes
of the complainant? Section 373.
Yes, yes. I'm reacting to the questions you asked on the various cases that have been filed in several courts. All of this, I maintain, are secondary to Dele Farotimi being released on bail. Once he's released on bail, he has the capacity to tackle all of this. You can't stop anybody from filing case. For instance, you file a case at the LPDC asking LPDC to assume jurisdiction over a matter that itself has some criminal elements. Both cannot go on concurrently. The LPDC cannot be sitting on a matter.
No, the matter before the LPDC is about rules of conduct.
It's about rules of conduct.
What they can allege there will be misconduct.
No. Rules of conduct bordering on what? That's what Rufai was saying. Rules of conduct bordering on what? Bordering on criminal defamation. That is it. So while the issue is criminal defamation, you cannot simultaneously be asking the LPDC to assume jurisdiction over it. So and I stand to be corrected.
You say Chief Afe Babalola is wrong.
You said?
You say Chief Afe Babalola is wrong.
Wrong in what way?
Going to the LPDC.
I believe, and I say it with all conviction, that the LPDC trial is premature. If you charge him before a criminal court, when you find him guilty of that offense, and which offense itself has connotation of misconduct of a legal practitioner, the LPDC will call it.
Misconduct is that if a lawyer is convicted, his name is automatically an issue on the register.
I wouldn't know about
an officer in the law in the court of justice cannot be a convicted fellow.
LPDC
that's the principle.
LPDC just the beginning, it's not the apex.
All right.
Right.
I saw at least one faction has spoken. The justice for Afe Babalola.
I do not know of any faction.
Well, according to reports, there are factions. If you don't know, there are people that are aware. Maybe you're not aware, but there are people that are aware. So your group or your leanings.
God bless you.
My leanings.
Yeah.
I am Secretary General of Afe Babalola. I do not know of any of that.
There's another one.
I do not know of any other one. But let's go.
Yeah, the main question is the justice for Afe Babalola legacy.
Yes.
Have said that you might be wading into an issue where you don't have the facts correctly, and that they are fighting without fervor to uphold the legacy that he has a monumental reputation to protect, and that's what they are fighting for, and that you should do your due diligence without taking sides. So what they're saying is that you're taking sides without actually having a fact. What do you have to say about that? That you are putting or butting into something that you shouldn't. That it's already in the courts.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm coming.
Yes.
I'm coming. I made it clear to some of our colleagues when we were in Afe Babalola chamber. My own personal experience with Chief. For the first time, we had a chieftaincy matter in Ondo State, of which I am involved at the family level. And Chief filed some processes in court. I told Kabiyesi that this process, the court might decline jurisdiction. Unknown to me, Kabiyesi went to tell Chief Afe Babalola, and Chief Afe Babalola invited me to his chambers in Ibadan. After arguments with him and some of our colleagues there, he was convinced of my position. You know what Chief did? He assigned those two cases in Ondo State. He assigned them to me and said, shall I go and take over these cases? And signed the processes in the name of Chief Afe Babalola, SAN and Co. As if I'm a member of that chamber. That is much of the confidence he reposed in me. The case was not pro bono, and I handled those cases till the end of it. I have personal relationship with him, and I made that clear to some of our guys who were trying to say that, oh, they own Afe Babalola more than any other one. Said, no, you do not. So our going there is not delving into the merits of the matter, but we are saying, Chief, for instance, our leader gave an example. Said, look at somebody like Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. There is nothing anyone would not have said about him in this country. At the end of the day, he ignores them. And when African states had issues, it is that same man they still run to. It does not diminish him in any way. So we have not delved into the merit of the case. First and foremost, let Dele Farotimi come out. For instance, I've listened to some of our colleagues who have convicted Dele Farotimi even by their own statement. I listened to one who was calling Dele Farotimi that small boy repeatedly. I was forced to go and Google his profile. I just discovered that he's just about 3 or 4 years older than Dele Farotimi. And in order to denigrate him, he continued to refer to him as that boy. And it's just about, Dele Farotimi is 25 years at the bar. So our concern is that he be released on bail. Once he's out of where he is, some other things will follow in Nigeria. Okay.
So you said when you were there?
Yes. You and this when I was there.
You said when you were there. It's you. I didn't say that.
Yes, I was there.
That some of these your colleagues, they came.
Hey God. And
they started saying all sorts that Dele had done this, Dele had done that, Dele had done this, Dele had done that. When they were saying it, what did Mr. Peter Obi say? In defense, I would like to. I would just like to know how he
in my own defense.
No. When these words were going on, because you see, the scenario. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
The scenario looked as though that you people were browbeaten while you were there.
No.
And you just said, okay, okay, we've heard.
No.
Because I would have expected, and that's why some people are probably saying maybe Sowore was right. I'm not saying it was right too.
Yes.
Maybe Sowore was right when you people went to go and do begging because you went there. You saw all the people in support of Chief Afe Babalola saying, Dele, I'll pan you, I'll shiloshen you, we'll do everything to him. And you people are just there and you are being on the receiving end. Okay. Is that what played out?
But will you allow me to
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
The truth is that those of us who went there were no small boys. And this is how it happened. At first, Peter Obi had one-on-one audience with Baba, and later some of our colleagues went in, and so he now called myself and one or two other people through to witness what was happening. All true, there was no comment, in fact, from Chief Afe Babalola that suggests that what we have come to do was wrong. But I was just mentioning some of these our colleagues who, many of them have been on air talking. We cannot be browbeaten. Who can browbeat me?
But you said they were very vicious.
No. What I'm saying is that remove all of these extra Babalola's agitation, particularly from legal practitioner. This issue might not be seen as this difficult. I told you, I said, I have listened to lawyers here who have said everything in itself is contemptuous. So that the matter is before a judge. And all of us, since, have you had me talk about the merit
So
of the matter?
you know why I'm saying about
Yes.
these particular people that they said, no, we are going to take action? It's because they didn't just say with word of mouth. They started to take action. Dr. ABATTI, you know about the case?
Yes.
That was filed?
Yes.
In Oyo?
Yes.
Abuja?
Yes.
And more myself.
Those who filed those cases were not in Adogo.
Yeah, so, but they were not there.
I know
they were in support, but probably they were in support of that. And you don't know maybe
No.
I said probably.
No, their position is different.
Okay, what's their position?
Their position, if you read, their position is that we were part of Afe Babalola's chambers. And that in that book, that book did not stop at Afe Babalola, but also mentioned the activities of Afe Babalola's chambers, the lawyers in Afe Babalola's chambers.
So they feel you betrayed Afe Babalola chambers?
Me, I'm not a member of Afe Babalola.
No, because you said you collected a brief for Baba just now. He gave you work that was handsome. And he said sign as Afe Babalola and co. So you signed paper and you went to do work for him. So they feel that if you have been eating with Baba and you are not here to come and talk in favor
they did not even know. Baba himself has even forgotten.
Okay.
It was when they were acting as if they own Baba that I've chipped that in.
Okay, so people feel like they own Baba.
Oh, of course, there's no doubt about it. Some people feel that, Chief Afe Babalola is there. Yes, I just chipped that in to let them know that you don't own Baba more than anyone. But let this issue of bail first be resolved. Dele Farotimi has the capacity to defend himself.
Bail is at the discretion of the court.
Yes, it is.
Now, that's the principle. Now, beyond all these cases and all of that, the book is titled Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System.
Right.
There are lawyers who have been saying that beyond the individuals involved, there's something called content, kuria.
Yeah.
That, in fact, forget about the individuals, that is the entire judiciary that is being targeted. Now, do you think that those people have a point? And for you to say yes or no, one way or the other, have you read the book yourself? Have you familiarized yourself with the content of the book? Do you think that on the surface of it, Dele Farotimi may be guilty of contempt away from the face of the court?
You see, I have read the book. And
or you think it's a fair comment?
And I do not have the capacity here to begin to describe the content one way or the other. I will be guilty of the same thing that I've accused some of our colleagues. What I'm saying is that, yes, I have read the book. You have had Supreme Court justices on retirement make very strong opinions, express very strong opinions about the judicial system. Yesterday in Ibadan, I mean, I saw it on your news. Very senior personalities in the legal profession spoke about the Nigerian justice system. So it may not be peculiar to Dele what he saw. You see, Dele did not just write an article. He wrote a book, which is not something that happens 1 or 2 days. He wrote a book out of conviction. Let him come out. Let him come out. Justification is a defense in the law of defamation. Let him come out. What did you see? What is it that you saw? And like I said, he pleaded not guilty in court. A lawyer of 25 years, he must have his onions before he begin to make this. So I will not describe. I've read the book inside out. But the question is Dele entitled to bail? Should a magistrate continue to hold him on the flimsy excuse of, I have adjourned to consider application? Let me tell you, the law, the severity of the punishment under the law which Dele Farotimi is charged. So many people charged with misdemeanor in court who do not have lawyers, they are granted bail. Who do not have lawyers, they are granted bail. So the fact that a lawyer is before you, an application is made on his behalf, the first day you said because application was made, you were going to consider the application. Okay. Yes,
it's possible.
I said we do not.
Is it not possible?
Also,
we do not
makes the point that
yes,
prior to this adjournment to the 20th, there was a speculation that they were going to keep him. They were not going to grant him bail. They were going to keep him till the 20th.
speculation.
The judge also want to do Christmas.
No, Afenifere in the faction, the group that went said that there were suspicions and they had that they were looking for about 30 days. So there were speculations and suspicions.
Suspicion, of course. Suspicion.
In fact, who were this day? Dele himself had already said what was going to play out before this case.
Yes.
He had even said what was going to play out in court. How were they going to keep him there even before this case? So that's the day you are looking for. The day. The day is one Dele and many other people based on the video Dele himself reported.
I agree with you.
Okay.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can see everything that transpired in Arise TV. You know, Rufai will always come out to call a spade a spade. And this same Rufai OSENI of Arise TV is the one man that loved Dele Farotimi so much. Even before Dele Farotimi was arrested, Dele Farotimi was granted different session of interview in Arise TV. And you know, Dele Farotimi came to the limelight during the time that Tinubu started contesting for the presidential seat and all of that. That was when Dele Farotimi began to see a lot of things regarding the criminal record and regarding the criminal institution of Nigeria and all of that. And you know, nobody even ever expected that people like Afe Babalola and some likes of them, Tony Numeno and others, nobody ever expected that they can be in the mouth of Dele Farotimi. Nobody ever expected that they can constitute some atrocities as far as Nigeria is concerned and all of that. But it is very glaring now that what these people did is very, very powerful, is very, very alarming as far as Nigeria downfall is concerned. That's what is happening. Dele Farotimi have stated what will happen in the course of the arrest before that will eventually be arrested and will be prosecuted, it will be dehumanized. A lot of things will happen to him and all of that. He have already stated it before. Everything that is happening to him now is as a result of his own prophecy, because the man have sat down and make the calculations regarding the most of these people, and they fell victim. The same move that he calculated on ground is what they're trying to do to him now. Now, for them to arrest someone that did not steal money, someone that did not kill somebody, someone that did not do anything, for them to arrest someone just because the content of his book is not going well with them, and they put him in detention till now and they did not grant him bail. That's to tell you how Nigerian judicial system is working. That's to tell you that Nigerian judicial system is nothing to write home about, because the Yaya Bello stole over 80 billion naira as far as Nigeria is concerned, and the EFCC refused to arrest him because they believe it's a microaggression. He appeared to be microscopic, so they couldn't see him all around Nigeria, and even Yaya Bello visited their office, they couldn't even arrest him in their office and all of that. But after some time, when they see the uproar on the media and they see a lot of pain that is ongoing in Nigeria, the way Nigerians are shouting and the way Nigerians are pointing finger at the EFCC and Yaya Bello themselves, they have to arrest him. We don't know, some people said it's a staged arrest and all of that, but the fact remains they arrested Yaya Bello. But where I'm heading to is Yaya Bello that stole 80 billion naira, they granted him bail of 500 million naira. That's what is happening in Nigeria. Even the Emefiele that stole trillions of naira, it's not even billions, trillions of naira. Do you know how many billions that is in trillion? That's what is happening in Nigeria. The same Emefiele was released. Is Emefiele in prison? No, that's the answer. That's what is happening as far as Nigeria is concerned. But the man that come out to always call a spade, the man that always come out to say the truth the way they pace, the man that always come out fearlessly to say things to the face of Nigerian politicians and some political elite that are constituting criminalities as far as Nigeria is concerned, they always come for that one. That's what they did to Dele Farotimi. Now, the same man, they refused to grant him bail and all of that. But as far as this case is concerned, if you look at what this man is saying critically, the man that is speaking on behalf of Afe Babalola and Dele Farotimi in this arrest division and all of that, you will notice that this man was making some points out. He said it is not even Afe Babalola that is in charge of the case again. That a lot of legal practitioners, a lot of people are now putting their case under the case of Dele Farotimi, the case that Afe Babalola filed against Dele Farotimi. Some people are now interested in the case and they are putting their own case under. That's what is happening. That's to tell you that a lot of people actually dislike this man. They don't want him for anything and they actually want him to be in jail. That's what they really want. They want him to be in jail, because if they don't want him to be in jail, someone have sued him before, someone have put a petition against him and they have arrested him. Now, some people are now putting their own petition under. That's what this man said in this very video. Listen to the video very well. This is not my personal opinion. Those are the questions that Rufai is asking him in this very video. Rufai said, who are the they? Because the man is saying something like they did not want him to go and all that. Who are the they? Can you mention them? But the man refused to mention them. The day, we need to know the day that this man is referring to, because when they say THAY day, it is not one, it is more than one. Now Dele Farotimi is someone, and the remaining people who are the day, Afe Babalola is there, and others. Who are the others? We need to know, because the people that are holding this man back in the custody of the police and they refuse to grant him bail, these people want to keep him in that detention till 20th of January, that they will put on his case again in court and all of that. They want this man to spend the Christmas and his New Year in police detention and in prison. That's what is happening. Now you can see the way Rufai actually reacted to the whole issue and all of that. For Dele Farotimi to always come out to say the truth the way it is, and he will always call Tinubu his name, and he will always call all those corrupt politicians and all of that, he will always come out to call them their name. That's what is paining these people, and that's what is making them to keep him in detention, to the extent that they want him to serve time in jail and all of that. But we can see the way Rufai is actually kicking against all the atrocities that is being done in this very case of Dele Farotimi. He said a lot of things to the mouth of that man that he was granting an interview in this very video. You can see the man was actually holding some words back. The man did not want to say some words, he did not want to say the truth the way it is, but Rufai is pointing fingers into the mouth of the man. Rufai is doing everything possible to ensure that the man say the truth the way it is. The man was trying to cast the blame away from the head of Afe Babalola that actually instigated the arrest of Dele Farotimi, but Rufai was taking him back that we need to know what is going on. Is it that you're saying that Afe Babalola is not guilty, or Afe Babalola is not the one that is in charge of Dele Farotimi detention, and it's not the reason why Dele Farotimi is not being granted bail? Why are you saying that Afe Babalola is not the one that is still making Dele Farotimi to remain in police custody and all of that? Who are the people, since you're saying it is not Afe Babalola, who are the people that is making Dele Farotimi to remain in the custody? Those are the questions that we're asking. Those are the questions that Rufai was saying asked that man in that very video, but the man couldn't provide a legitimate answer as far as the issue of Dele Farotimi is concerned. Now, drop your opinion in the comment section of this video. What do you think? You can see the way Rufai actually shut down Arise TV. If you did not watch it, go back to the video, watch it again. You will see the way he shut down everywhere, and Reuben, ABATTI, and Ayo was actually looking. They can't even hold him back. They can't even stop him. Now, drop your opinion in the case of Dele Farotimi, and what Rufai said in this very video, and what the guest in Arise TV actually said in this very video. As I'm going out there to get another 200 for you, ensure you follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG Watch TV and at LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the bar, where politician with the do pass himself. Corrupt leader, all the while you wait for church. All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.